Hey everyone, it's Rivals Assembled and we're back with another video talking about Season 6 of Marvel Rivals and everything that we can expect when it drops on January the 16th. So let's start off with what we're going to be getting on January the 13th, because we are going to be getting that dev vision. We aren't going to be getting the launch trailer because remember, we already got that back at the Game Awards. So within the dev vision, we're going to of course get our first in-game look at Deadpool, and on top of that, we're going to get a look at the new team-ups for Deadpool, team-ups changing, and new team-ups for other heroes. I can't wait to see what the devs have been cooking in that department. And of course, we're going to be getting a little preview of who's going to be getting buffed and nerfed. And that's about it for January the 13th. Nothing too crazy, but we will finally have our proper in-game look at Deadpool. Then on January the 14th, we'll of course be getting the hero trailer. This is going to tell us everything about Deadpool's abilities. Now, I think it's safe to say we can expect Deadpool to have dual-wield pistols and his katanas. It's literally a no-brainer. I hope there's some regeneration within his kit, and unfortunately we don't know what role he is going to be. We don't know if he's going to be a strategist, a duelist, or a vanguard. However, the devs could pull a fast one on us and make Deadpool the first hybrid hero, which is pretty interesting. It would definitely shake up the meta and really open the doors for what heroes could actually be in Marvel Rivals, because unfortunately I have to agree with a lot of people, if he's a duelist it's just going to be really boring because we've got so many duelists already. If he's a support, he's probably going to be really OP, and if he's a vanguard, a lot of people will probably not want to play him. Now, also January the 14th, we might get a map trailer. This is probably going to be the Collector's Collection. The reason being I'm saying this is because within the Deadpool trailer, we see Deadpool fighting in the Collector's Collection. It just makes perfect sense for the map to be the Collector's Collection. And of course, we actually have skins in-game right now that show the Collector's Collection, and normally skins actually release before the map comes out or the season theme. So it makes sense the devs are releasing all these skins to do with the Collector's Collection, and then in Season 6 we get the Collector's Collection as a map. Honestly, this map has a lot of potential to be really interesting and have a lot of Easter eggs because the Collector has been literally collecting everything. Maybe we will see our first appearance of the Infinity Stones. That would be super sick. There's also a chance we get the next map later on in the season, just like we got with the Grand Gardens map. It's entirely possible that will happen, and I probably want to say that's going to happen. So brace yourselves, we might not be getting a map on January the 14th. It's a little bit disappointing. I would want a new map to play Deadpool on. Let me know, are you guys excited for a new map to be releasing sometime in Season 6? Now, we're also going to be getting the Battle Pass trailer on January the 14th. Unfortunately, we don't know what's actually going to be coming within this Battle Pass. However, we do know some skins that are confirmed to be coming to Rivals, starting first off with the Grand Masters House of Cards skins. Of course, Human Torch got his a couple weeks ago, but there's still other heroes that need to get theirs, and this is probably going to be in the Battle Pass. And the remainder House of Cards skins are Emma Frost, Moon Knight, and Angela. Honestly, I'll be happy if all three of these skins are in the Battle Pass. Maybe one of them could be part of the item shop update alongside Deadpool's launch bundle, and we will be getting a preview of Deadpool's launch bundle on January the 14th. I can't wait to see which Deadpool variant they're going to use for the skin. Hopefully it's the MCU one, but it might be a 2099 one. To be honest, that's gonna suck because I just really want to play as MCU Deadpool. Then on January the 15th, we're probably going to get early access. This is where streamers can try out everything within the new season. And then also we're going to be getting the event trailer. Now, this is usually those events that last the whole season, like the one that's going on right now, where if you complete it, you get to unlock the Spider-Man skin. And finally, we're going to be getting the patch notes on January the 15th. And please say Invisible Woman and Gambit are getting nerfed, and with Luna Snow, the biggest industry plant, because I'm getting tired of the triple support meta. It's honestly so boring. It's kind of putting me off from even playing Rivals, but we know Guan, he's gonna want to buff Invisible Woman and Luna Snow. And talking about Luna Snow, this skin is probably not going to be releasing in Season 6. It's probably going to be releasing in Season 7 because it was revealed to be coming to the game very recently. This is of course the Luna Snow disco skin, but if it does come in Season 6, expect a full lineup of disco skins. For example, the Storm disco skin, the Scarlet Witch disco skin, the Fantastic Four disco skins, Magic and Psylocke have disco skins. Honestly, this would be a super cool disco set. And finally, on January the 16th, Season 6 is going to drop with Deadpool, potentially the new map, all those new skins. However, what are we going to have after Deadpool? What's going to be releasing after Deadpool? Well, unfortunately, we don't really know. If the map doesn't release at the start of Season 6, that will probably release midway through. But what I definitely can guarantee is we're probably going to be getting Valentine skins in Season 6.5. This will probably feature Rogue and Gambit wedding skins seen in the Season 5 trailer. trailer. On top of that, Emma Frost will probably get a wedding skin, and Magneto will be getting a wedding skin. Of course, this is all to celebrate Valentine's, and the reason I say these wedding skins will come at Valentine's is because A, it's about love, and B, Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic last year got their Valentine skins as wedding skins, so it just makes perfect sense to continue with that wedding theme. And honestly, the wedding skins are super cool. Now, before the Valentine's event, it's highly likely we're going to see another Lunar New Year event. We got one all the way back in season 1. It featured skins for Star-Lord, Iron Fist, and Black Widow, and it also came with an LTM, which was basically Rocket League in Marvel Rivals, where you have this massive ball, you've got to try and kick it into the goal of the other team. Now, while the Chinese New Year actually begins on the 17th of February, there might be a chance we get it earlier, because the New Year actually is combined with Valentine, so I think the devs wouldn't want to release two types of skins and events at the same time, so it makes sense we get the Lunar New Year event before Season 6.5 drops, and then after Season 6.5, we get all the Valentine skins, which is going to be awesome. Now, for the LTM in the Lunar New Year event, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets completely overhauled, and maybe we get another map, because this was played on a different map. It was its own thing, and it looks super cool, so I would expect complete changes to this LTM, similar to the Jeff Splash event, which recently happened, where they gave it a brand new map and improved the game mode by adding new abilities. That could definitely happen with the Lunar New Year LTM. And on top of that, we of course will be getting Lunar New Year themed skins. They're probably going to be in this style, but we literally have no idea who's going to be getting the skins. Unfortunately, Black Widow can't have a skin because Black Widow's already had a skin in this event. I don't know when the devs are going to give her a legendary skin. It's honestly a joke. Who would you like to see to get a Lunar New Year skin? I think Daredevil is going to get one, because on the previous Lunar New Year skins, the background scene is actually Kunlun, and of course we know Daredevil is from Kunlun in this universe. So a quick recap: on January the 13th we get the Dev Vision, on the 14th we get a hero trailer, maybe a map trailer, a skin trailer, and the Battle Pass trailer, and on January the 15th we get an event trailer, patch notes, early access, and on January the 16th the season will finally drop. After the season we'll probably be getting the Lunar New Year event, which is going to feature a returning and probably improved LTM, and then we will probably see Valentine skins be added in Season 6.5, and of course by then Elsa Bloodstone will finally be out. I honestly wonder what her abilities are going to be, because a lot of people are split between her being a Vanguard and a strategist. I think she's going to be a strategist, because you can see she's got a love heart here, and in all the comics she doesn't have a love heart, so it would make sense that she's a strategist. Let me know what you guys think. That's quite some time though until Elsa Bloodstone drops, so make sure to consider subscribing to get up to date on the latest Marvel Rivals news on YouTube and X. Rivals Assembled is going to be covering everything Season 6 this week. You guys don't want to miss out on a single bit. It's going to be absolutely jam-packed. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to tell me, are you excited for Deadpool, and do you think his abilities are going to be absolutely busted? I'll see you guys in the next video.